shore such yarns as we were told, as how folks in Australia could pick up lumps of gold. So when we got to Melbourne town, we were ready soon to slip and get even with the captain.
The route which we had chalked out for ourselves extended over about 75 miles of ground, and as neither our circumstances nor our inclinations were such as allowed us to hire a dray cart, we determined to load ourselves as lightly as possible and walk the journey. Thousands had already done this, and many were daily coming and going over the same ground. There was no fear then of our losing our way, however thinly the region through which we were about to pass might be peopled.
I made a fortune in a day and spent it in a week with my swag.
The house is a beautiful model, being higher at one end than the other. About 2 feet from the ground stick up large pieces of bark of trees. From this it rises like a roof of a house, which is made of coarse sacking. Near the door is an immense fireplace outside the hut, built up with mud and stones, then long bark above all. Round the outside is a deep trench to carry the rain past us. The gable is patched up with large pieces of bark. The door is pieces of bark nailed across, then canvas nailed onto it, the hinges made of string. Table we had none. Logs of wood and a cask did for seats, no sofa, no bedsteads. Hanging along the roof are loaves of bread, mutton, pannikins, a gun and bundles of clothes, etc. At one side lie all our digging implements and firewood.
When first we left old England shore, such yarns as we were told, as how folks in Australia could pick up lumps of gold. So when we got to Melbourne town, we were ready soon to slip and get even with the captain.
Made a damper to take to the diggings tomorrow and wrote up this log. Read an old newspaper from England dated last October. Stale news in England, but fresh to me. Our tent is in a precious litter, and here's a sketch of the interior of it. And by Jove, while I've been sketching, I've forgotten the damper and it's burnt as black as coal. There it is on the right-hand side of the sketch.
Where some of us got mighty thin, and some got sleek and fat. Some tried their luck at Bendigo, and some at Fiery Creek. I made a
The sketch represents faintly the bustle and confusion that exists in the Golden Gully. The gully is full of holes which are tunnelled into one another underground, and I should say there are at present about 20,000 people there, all digging and fossicking like mad fellows. The diggings look very pretty at night, thousands of fires in all directions, the flash of a gun or pistol every few seconds, 2 or 3 rows always going on, and here, there, the noise of a flute or fiddle.
and then I take it on my back and off upon it lie. These are the best of Tucker tracks, so stay here till I die. With my swag all on my shoulder, back billy in my hand, I travel the bush of Australia like a true-born native man. I travel the bush of Australia, like a true-born native man. When first we left old England shore, such yarns as we were told, as how folks in Australia could pick up lumps of gold. So when we got to Melbourne town, we were ready soon to slip and get even with the captain. We scuttled from the ship with my swag all on my shoulder, black billy in my hand. I travelled the bush of Australia like a true-born native man. We steered our course for Portland town, then northwest of Ballarat, where some of us got mighty thin, and some got sleek and fat. Some tried their luck at Bendigo, and some at Fiery Creek. I made a fortune in a day, and spent it in a week, with my swag all on my shoulder, black billy in my hand. I travelled the bush of Australia like a true-born native man. So round the Tucker tracks I track, nor leave them out of sight. My swag's on my left shoulder, and then upon my right, and then I take it on my back, and oft upon it lie. These are the best of tucker tracks, so stay here till I die. With my swag all on my shoulder, Black Billy in my hand, I travel the bush of Australia like a true-born native man. I travel the bush of Australia, Australia, like a true-born native man. When first we left old England shore, such yarns as we were told, as how folks in Australia could pick up lumps of gold. So when we got to Melbourne town, we were ready soon to slip and get even with the captain. We scuttled from the ship with my swag all on my shoulder, Black Billy in my hand. I travelled the bush of Australia like a true-born native man. We steered our course for Portland town, then northwest of Ballarat, where some of us got mighty thin, and some got sleek and fat. Some tried their luck at Bendigo, and some at Fiery Creek. I made a fortune in a day, and spent it in a week. With my swag all on my shoulder, Black Billy in my hand, I travel the bush of Australia like a true-born native man. So round the tucker tracks I tramp, nor leave them out of sight. My swag's on my left shoulder, and then upon my right, and then I take it on my back, and oft upon it lie. These are the best of tucker tracks, so stay here till I die. With my swag all on my shoulder, Black Billy in my hand, I travel the bush of Australia like a true-born native man. I travel the bush of Australia, Australia, like a true-born native man. When first we left old England shore, such yarns as we were told, as how folks in Australia could pick up lumps of gold. So when we got to Melbourne town, we were ready soon to slip and get even with the captain. We scuttled from the ship with my swag all on my shoulder, Black Billy in my hand. I travelled the bush of Australia like a true-born native man. We steered our course for Portland town, then northwest of Ballarat, where some of us got mighty thin, and some got sleek and fat. Some tried their luck at Bendigo, and some at Fiery Creek. I made a fortune in a day,